Taking a live look now at the Salesforce Tower. It's not only San Francisco's biggest building, it's also a big talker. The building opens this week officially, transforming the city's skyline. So what do people think of it?
KPIX 5's Wilson Walker takes a look from every angle.
Whenever we have visitors, it's the first thing that they always ask about. It's like, what's that building there?
Stand in one spot and it peaks over a rooftop. Look another direction, there it is again. Drive down any number of city streets and you're headed right for it. No longer that massive work in progress. This tower now a permanent fixture on the San Francisco postcard.
At first I didn't know what to expect, but as it grew, as it got bigger and bigger and developed, I think it was just beautiful. I welcome it to the city.
And since you can see it from just about everywhere, just about everyone has an opinion on how it looks and what it stands for.
It gets in the way of the skyline and you can't see. I'm from Alameda, so the building kind of gets in the way of the whole city and I don't really like it.
I think it's one step closer to cities like New York.
So at 1,070 feet, this isn't just an addition to the city's skyline, it transforms it, and that is something we are all going to be talking about for a long time.
It's a very simple, clear building that will have, I think, long-term, iconic landmark qualities for the city.
Craig Hartman is Senior Consulting Design Partner for Skidmore, Owings & Merrill, a firm that almost got to design what was then called the Trans Bay Tower. This was their proposal. It was the runner-up.
Obviously we would have loved to have had our building built, but I think that the architects have done a great job on their work.
A gracious runner-up. He has, of course, been following the public's response to the actual tower, which often sounds something like this.
I think it's a nice addition to the skyline. It's not very architecturally distinguished, but it's not offensive. It's, as I said before, middle of the road.
Well, Hartman thinks that kind of initial reception might be a sign that the building works long-term.
I believe that history has shown and will continue to show that buildings are conceived with simplicity and clarity are the ones that people remember. Let's take the Transamerica Tower here, the very simple vertical form. Not a great work of architecture. It's got elevator shafts sticking out the sides, but that simple, clear form is very memorable.
Now, there is one consistent theme of praise that we have heard from a number of people.
So I think the Salesforce Building is just beautiful in the evenings around sunset. It's amazing the way it catches the lights.
Making the corners of the building curved rather than orthogonal or sharp corners. And that allows the light to move around the building in very nuanced ways.
It's those round corners and the depth of the facade that allow the moving sun to transform the building, but the building is much more than a piece of architecture.
The Salesforce Building definitely stands for like a new generation. It's definitely a symbol.
It's the prices are going up, the buildings are going up.
Certainly reflects the current climate of excessive capitalism.
Remember, the San Francisco skyline was static for a long time, and the city's deliberate effort to change that has been tightly coupled to the explosion of the region's tech economy. The result is that downtown San Francisco has quite literally moved south of Market, and Salesforce has planted the flag.
It's like a great obelisk or campanile that marks the very center of San Francisco in the 21st century.
Not long ago, what we think of as Silicon Valley was born in a garage in Palo Alto, and now that industry towers over the city and very much affects the lives of everyone therein. So I think of this building as a timestamp. If you ever see a picture of the city's skyline, you will instantly know if it was taken before or after tech changed San Francisco forever.
That is absolutely correct. I think this building and the other buildings that come up around it, the new neighborhood that's developing there around in this neighborhood, represents truly San Francisco in the 21st century. When people see this, they know 21st century versus the rest of the history of the city.
In San Francisco, Wilson Walker, KPIX 5.